There exists a dimension of pure thought, where emotion is given form and will, and in its churning depths there rule 4 kings. Dark gods who embody those gnawing impulses that make monsters of men. Hatred, stagnation, deception, and greed. Upon a throne of skulls and blood sits Khorne, whose raging slaves carve and butcher the heavens themselves. In his virulent garden of rot, Nurgle concocts plagues to twist the body and rot the mind. Tzeentch, in his tower of living crystal, plans schemes upon schemes, working his will to twist the past and future to his design, while Slaanesh holds court in a paradise of dizzying joy and infernal agony. 4 kings, 4 thrones, each plotting their own path towards utter domination, in a great game with the soul of all life as its prize.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm ready to win the soul of mankind.
I'm ready to win the soul of this challenge. I'm gonna kick Brady's ass again.
Well,
Well,
Paul back in here for this.
for those of you who have just joined us, we make sort of a game out of this. We have, and what I will do is I will present a miniature to these boys, and they will try to guess some of the lore or battle implications, and the closest one gets a point. And sometimes the person that wins gets a prize, sometimes not. We're just kind of winging this. It's barely a game.
I'm ready to win this barely a game.
Yeah, I don't. You said game? I shall win.
Our first batch are Bloodletters and Blood Crushers.
Oh, okay. So like, I would say basic. Oh,
Okay.
These ones are on top of
Okay.
stuff.
They got mounts.
These ones are very reminiscent of like demons. You know, like stereotypical demons.
Yeah, they look like they kind of look like pit fiends. Like they're very fiendish looking with those like curdling horns. It looks like they all have melee weapons.
So I definitely think these are corns, just because red
Yeah,
anger
they
sort
look.
of thing.
Yeah, they're definitely corns.
I think these are probably, honestly, basic demons that anybody can summon. Like one person has the ability to
any
bring
psyker could bring like a
bring
battalion
one of
or
these
something of those
into
through.
the fold. This is really interesting though. These look almost like
demonic
mechanical.
rhinoceroses.
Yeah, like it looks like industrial like mounts sort of thing. Yeah, they're mechanical, and those things are powered by
Souls.
oh yeah, like demonic energy.
I think we're looking at the basic infantry and cavalry. We're looking at like the most fundamental units of Khorne's sort of faction, and like they're just like they're the basic troops. But I think that like they're very powerful. I'm willing to bet that in the demons factions, like each individual is super powerful, and it takes like a lot to bring one down.
Gonna actually give the point to Brady here for this one.
Damn it.
And actually you guys are both getting a point because you both got pretty accurate with this one. Every demon, even the lowliest servant to the mightiest prince, is a vestige of their god's will, and nowhere is it more evident than in the Bloodletters of Khorne. Each of these relatively minor demons, which make up the bulk of Khorne's army, share a fragment of their god's boundless hate and fury, which alone is more than enough to drive each bloodthirster to merciless and all-consuming rage. Such fury proves vital for the Blood Crushers, who channel that rage into taming the bronze behemoths upon which they ride.
Good catch.
Thank you.
It's the only compliment you'll get.
The next ones are Daemonettes and Seekers.
Oh my god. So the Seekers are like hunters. They are like those mounts probably are able to like taste the air like snakes, and they can like track down specific targets.
Yeah.
These also, I'm gonna bet these are Tzeentch. These are Tzeentch's people. They have oh wait, no, this might be Slaanesh. They might be Slaanesh. I'm changing mine.
No,
they're
you
Slaanesh.
already said it.
No,
You already said it.
they're Slaanesh. What are these? The Seekers and the what?
Daemonettes.
The Daemonettes. I think that's like her her base, similar thing. Like these are the lowest. Oh, they got backwards knees. I bet they can run so fast. They can run so fast. Uh-oh, Brady's mad. He thought I wasn't gonna notice.
My whole point about these troops was gonna be that they are, they're quick infantry, mostly because like getting through like difficult terrain and that sort of stuff.
Claw hands.
I do like the claw hands.
That's crazy.
I have no idea what to connect that with other than melee combat. And then the Seekers, I definitely see them as specifically go for Okay, I'm trying to bullshit here. I don't have anything extra to add.
Uh-oh.
Point's gonna go to Seth on this one. Namely because Seth actually picked up a detail about the Seekers. Those mounts that they're riding have tongues that are designed to taste the air for particularly powerful emotions.
Emotion?
Oh!
I like that.
At once beautiful and repulsive to behold, Daemonettes serve Slaanesh, god of excess and obsession. Each Daemonette desires nothing more than to display their skill to Slaanesh in the hopes that their dark god will notice their work and elevate them to serve as the master's personal courtesans and entertainers. Some Daemonettes will seek to enslave serpentine creatures simply called Steeds of Slaanesh. These creatures represent Slaanesh's free spirit, and the act of enslaving one is seen as the first step of proving oneself capable in the eyes of their prince.
So you have to enslave
The expression of freedom.
That's weird.
That's fucked up, but also makes a lot of sense.
Next, we've got the Plague Bearers, the Spoilpox Scrivener, and the Sloppity Bile Piper.
Sloppity
I
Bile Piper.
love these.
Oh my god, these guys their minis are awesome.
These are so cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Nurgle has some of the best.
They're like basic infantry, but I also think they have some sort of like disease, sort of like infestation, rot. These are the ones that I see smiling, so I think they're having a good time.
They're having a great time. All their mouths are smiling.
Yeah.
Of course, they have like the ability to. They are diseased, but I think it's like an aura thing. Like any other unit, like on the tabletop game, I feel like if any unit engages with some of the plague bearers, there's something like when you're in a certain distance or you're close to them, you get detrimented somehow. There's like a detrimental effect of like being close to them.
All right, and what do you guys think of the other two minis?
All
What's
right.
their deal?
Spoilpox Scrivener.
This guy's a spellcaster.
With the idea of the mouth and the like ritualistic scripture there too, it seems like it's some sort of like manipulation. Is he
It
scratching
almost looks
the
like
shit
he's
up?
scratching into his own leg. Yeah.
Pains himself so that
Oh.
it like releases this demonic energy coming from the sound or something.
He, in a way, is like a priest of Nurgle. His job is to be a proclaimer of Nurgle's eminence and like ability. This dude's bagpipes drive people fucking batshit crazy. Also, I love that the bag in the bagpipes is a heart. He plays some very discordant, terrible music through those bagpipes, and it messes with other people's brains.
The bagpipe has some sort of actual weapon aspect to it. Maybe like spreads specific bile, like sprays it or something. Maybe it gets it into the air, like it's like less of like a spray and more of like
A mist.
a mist sort of thing. And then, we got this jester looking thing up here. He hits people with it. Yeah.
More points go to Brady for this one.
Hey!
Seth got one right, but Brady got two. Plague Bearers of Nurgle are characterized by their slow gaits, rotting flesh, and surprisingly meticulous attitude. The job of the Plague Bearer is to manually count and keep track of every new plague devised by their demonic superiors. However, because their masters are constantly concocting new illnesses with various symptoms, these demons often lose count and are forced to start over. This eternal monotony slowly grinds them down until they are utterly joyless and eternally frustrated. Like an office job. They are driven to continue their work by Spoilpox Scriveners, who keep track of both the plagues counted and the plague bearers who lose count. Its swollen mouth constantly browbeating and berating its fellows for their incompetence. Some of these joyless demons are tasked to be entertainment by their superiors. Such is the role of the sloppity bile piper, who is infected with an illness which basically makes them eternally happy and dancing until they eventually sort of just melt and explode, and whatever organs there are left over become the instrument of the next sloppity bile piper. They sing songs that encourage their fellows. Some of these songs include A Stabbing We Will Go, Early One Evening My Pustule Was Seeping, and, my personal favorite, My Love Is a Ripe, Ripe Fart.
It sounds like...
The Sloppity Bagpiper's my new favorite.
Yeah, I think that they are having a good time out here.
Or the Sloppity Bile Piper. He's my favorite.
Eternal happiness until death.
I mean...
Until they explode.
And then he's an organ donor.
Oh my gosh!
These are flamers, screamers, and burning chariots.
What the hell?
I think the flamers, so I think that they have like their medium range attackers. They can like, you know, like they can light shit on fire.
Mm-hmm.
They also, for some reason, I feel like they look bigger. Like maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like these are like pretty large. I mean, that's really all I can think of, like based on these.
These are the ones that are like similar to stereotypical ghosts. Guys will go into people's minds, whether they're sleeping or not, and sort of like infest it. So they are more easily susceptible to their ruler's vision.
I think that these things are like invisible some of the time. And I think that they emit like psychic screeches of energy that like make your head explode.
I don't think I could say it better myself.
These are actually reconnaissance. These things like float invisibly on air and like watch and report back.
Burning chariots. And for a bonus point opportunity, how many demons are on that mini?
Oh, 3.
Yeah, 3.
4.
There's actually 4. But I'm gonna go with your first guess here.
Damn, alright.
There's the disc they're standing.
I was gonna,
Yeah,
I almost said
I knew
something,
it.
but I was like, I don't see any like eyes or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Screamers, I was obviously wrong about that because they're pretty big.
Out of the 3 possible points, each of you only got 1, and that 1 goes to Seth.
Hey!
The demons of Tzeentch may be the most alien. Flamers, or pyro demons as they are sometimes called, have no intelligence, personality, and barely any corporeal form. They're living conduits of Tzeentch's sorcerous fire, and are constantly ejecting it from their rudimentary bodies. The effects of the flame is ever-changing, much like Tzeentch's realm. Some victims may simply burn, while others mutate into hideous masses of flesh. While warp flame may affect the body, screamers target a foe's soul. These flying predators will track a prey by their soul and shred it with their ethereal jaws, like a shark shreds its prey. Tzeentch's more clever demons, like the blue horrors we see at the base, have figured out how to combine these two into a deadly mobile weapon simply known as a burning chariot.
You can put armor on for bullets
Yeah.
and blades,
Yeah.
but like, how do you protect your soul?
Yeah.